Defeating the final boss with Duchess solo is the most difficult challenge I have completed in Night Rain so far. Through several tries over the course of a few play sessions, I finally got a run where everything aligned and I was able to beat Heolstor. Before the run even started, I planned to use a sigil to force the Naklateo Shifting Earth event. With the city spawned on the map, I already knew which bosses I would have to deal with. The city not only provides drops of great weapons and tons of runes, but a special buff that grants an additional revive and a buff after said revive. This particular play session, I had only time for one round. It was just a few minutes prior to me getting home late from work. After dealing with plenty of fun things throughout the day, I had to do some work in the 100-degree weather after the play session, and the moment I dropped in, I realized I forgot to activate the Shifting Earth event. So, not the best of starts, or the most optimistic mood. At the start of the expedition, there are particular points of interest you need to prioritize. Cathedrals and castles have chests that often drop stone sword keys. In the cathedrals, there is usually a chest behind the altar. On Lordsworn castles, they are behind the boss. And in magic castles, they are in a side room. Either castle setup will be better for Duchess, since they carry sorceries unlike the cathedrals which carry incantations. After beating a golem and with an additional stone sword key, a blue weapon, and level 3, I went to my first ever jail. My first enemies were Nox warriors, which were somewhat difficult at my low level, but after defeating the first one, I activated my ultimate to backstab the second enemy, and picked up extra runes to get me to level 5. I ran to the second ever jail, hitting up a church along the way, which spawned an omen that was vulnerable to backstabs, making this fight plenty easy. I made my way to the castle, buying a Wending Grace from the merchant, and taking out a castle troll and some enemies for XP, along with a nice 12% physical damage negation buff. There was a Holy Spear for sale. Holy was the boss's weakness, so I picked it up just in case I didn't get anything better. The Night 1 boss was Commander O'Neill. Duchess DPS was no match for him, and I barely even bothered with the mobs he spawned in. Easy fight. I stole a stone sword key from a cathedral without even bothering the boss, and made my way north to another Everjail and the 2 other churches on the map. The Bloodhound Knight dropped me another nice boost of XP, and before the final church, I checked a castle side room for another stone sword key, but unfortunately it did not contain one. Now is the time to challenge a Day 2 field boss, the closest one being an ulcerated tree spirit. The fight went better than I expected. Compared to my wilder runs, I was underleveled, and I still wasn't confident I'd be able to complete this run successfully, but I had enough DPS to take out the tree spirit quickly. He dropped me a Glintstone Crease, which is an intelligence and dexterity weapon, making it perfect for Duchess. That's when my feeling for the run started to turn a little bit. The other tough field bosses were too close to the storm for my liking, so I tried the castle top boss, hoping it was something easy like an Erdtree avatar. Nope, Black Blade Kindred. I had never fought one with Duchess before, so I was prepared for a run back or two. However, the fight went very well, and I ended up finishing after taking only a couple hits. The drop from this fight, along with plenty of runes, was the Black Knife. This is the moment I knew I would win. Not only does the Black Knife deal holy damage, but it also does percent health damage and reduces total enemy HP, making it one of the best boss killer weapons in the game. On my way to the Night 2 fight, I took out a Red Wolf with ease. He dropped me a weapon that had a passive of boosting holy damage, making the Black Knife even more effective. The Night 2 fight was the Hippo and Crucible duo, and they did not stand a chance. The Hippo is a big target with predictable moves, and I have so much experience dispatching Crucible Knights in this game, they don't worry me in the slightest. My inventory was stacked walking into the final fight. At level 14, I had 2 daggers, an Opaline Hardtear, an Uplifting Aromatic, and 2 quick revives. The first phase of the fight didn't go as well as I would have liked, but my DPS at this point was too much for Heolstor. With the holy debuff inflicted on him, and multiple waves of destined death, he did not stand a chance. This run goes to show you that even if you're feeling pessimistic, a single good fight with a fitting drop can turn the expedition around completely. This is the kind of run I needed that day. Before we conclude, let us discuss the relics. My first relic was the original Adel reward, improving critical hits, making them fill the ultimate gauge, and boosting stamina recovery after the criticals. The second relic boosted attack power by 5% after every Everjail clear, marked treasure on the map, and gave me a free stone sword key at the start of the expedition. The final relic gave me the Bloodborne rally system, with partial HP restoration upon post-damage attacks, +2 Vigor, and +2 Poise. I am so happy I was able to beat the final boss with Duchess. I can feel I am really getting comfortable using this character now. At the time I'm posting this, the full gore 3rd phase fight should be out, and I will have a video of that posted in short order. For next Friday, however, I may try another Night Rain character, or Elden Ring proper may call me back for another full run. The Envoy Horn looks like it really needs a build video made around it soon. Regardless of what I post next week, you will see a new video here on the Jersey side at least every Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. So be sure to like and subscribe to stay tuned.